A fresh chapter in the Catholic Church's history begins with each election of a new pope. It involves more than just leadership. It is an indication of the Holy Spirit's work, a reorientation of the Church's purpose, and a reaction to the difficulties of the contemporary world. And this time focus is once more on Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, a Filipino who has long enjoyed international recognition. Many people want to know if Cardinal Tagle will have a new role at the Vatican now that Pope Leo has been enthroned. Is this a move by the Church to increase his role in world evangelization, or is it a part of God's plan for him? Which Vatican post do you believe Cardinal Tagle would be best suited for under the incoming pontificate? Join this crucial conversation by leaving your ideas in the comments section below. As part of the reorganization started by Pope Francis, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle currently holds the influential position of Pro-Prefect of the Dicastaster for Evangelization. This is one of the two primary divisions of the Diotechnical Church that are in charge of evangelization globally, especially in regions where the faith is still in its infancy. Tagle's duties in this capacity include liaising with missionary dioceses, assisting new churches in areas that were previously unchristian, and placing the gospel in the context of other cultures. He is one of the most important voices on evangelization in the Vatican because of his theological depth and capacity to interact with people of many racial and religious backgrounds. He also serves on a number of Vatican commissions and councils, including the Congregation for Catholic Education and the Pontifical Council for Interreligious Dialogue. Through his participation in these organizations, he expresses not only Asia's viewpoint but also the challenges faced by underprivileged populations globally. In addition to being a prestigious position, his current post serves as a training ground, a preparation, and a forging of a leader who appears to be molded for an even higher mission. Bishops, cardinals, and church authorities are making assumptions while he is performing his duties. What will happen to Tagle next? Is Cardinal Tagle's current function in the Church adequate in your opinion, or is there another role that would be more appropriate for him? Post your comments below. Cardinal Tagle's next position might involve serving as the Holy Roman Church's Camerlengo. Since they are in charge of the Church's temporary assets between a pope's resignation or death and the election of the next, the Camerlengo office is extremely important. In other words, during a sede divacante, they oversee the entire Church. In addition to trust, becoming Camerlengo demands a great level of honesty, intelligence, and discipline. Cardinal Tagle is among the best options if there is a cardinal who combines each of these attributes. He has a comprehensive view on the Church's global operations, depth in theology, and, most importantly, the confidence of numerous cardinals. The Vatican has demonstrated increasing faith in Tagle in recent years. His prior leadership of Caritas Internationalis showed that he could lead in times of crisis, which is an essential capacity for Camerlengo, particularly while the Church is going through a transformation. He would be quite near the center of the Church's power if he were chosen to this post, which could lead to an even more important job. This would also be a definite sign that he is trusted with both the day-to-day operations of the Church and spiritual problems. Do you believe Cardinal Tagle would make a good Camelo? The Vatican Secretary of State is an additional option. Although Church diplomats are usually assigned to this role, someone like Cardinal Tagle could be considered. He would be in charge of overseeing all of the Vatican's international diplomatic ties. His skill in interfaith communication and diplomatic dexterity make him an excellent fit for this position. In addition to the Church, he is well liked by interfaith and international humanitarian groups. If he were assigned here, he would become one of the Church's most prominent voices in foreign issues, and his influence on the world stage would grow much further. Cardinal Tagle may return as the Archbishop of Manila, or be assigned to a more senior position in Asia according to certain conjectures. Filipino Catholics who believe in his leadership and the local Church may see a revitalization upon his return to the Philippines. Developing more bishops and lay leaders in the area would also be important. He would act as a catalyst for greater Filipino involvement in the international Church and mentor a new generation of priests and church leaders if he were to return. Do you think Cardinal Tagle should remain in the Vatican, or take the helm once more in the Philippines? Cardinal Tagle might also be sent to offices or commissions that deal with environmental issues, refugees, or social justice. He is well known for supporting equality and having empathy for the underprivileged. He may completely display his special blend of intellect and passion if assigned to a social justice-related role. He might take on the role of the voiceless and revitalize the Church's social work. Cardinal Tagle is unquestionably popular among youth around the globe. His relationship with young Catholics is evident in his speeches at World Youth Day, youth conferences across the globe, and even on social media. Many young people are returning to the church because of his straightforward but impactful teachings, and his personable and relevant demeanor. He understands, listens, and engages with the youth in addition to preaching. He knows how to speak to their hearts. If he were in a more senior leadership role, he could help the church connect with the younger generation. His presence could serve as a beacon to re-engage young people who are drifting or straying from the church in this day and age. Cardinal Tagle is regarded as a voice of hope and faith, not just in the Philippines and Asia, but also throughout Europe, Latin America, and Africa. His pastoral style, honesty, and receptiveness to hearing have been praised by numerous cardinals and bishops outside of Asia. His words and deeds have received ample attention from the media as well. He frequently appears in editorials, commentary, and analysis of worldwide Catholic newspapers. He is known as the Asian Francis and appears to emulate Pope Francis's modest style of leadership. The Church is prepared for a leader from the global South, as evidenced by this degree of esteem on a worldwide scale. Cardinal Tagle is among the most seasoned in terms of experience, knowledge, and heart, should that occur. One thing is guaranteed regardless of God's plan, whether Camileno continues to evangelize or even becomes Pope. Cardinal Tagle is part of God's grand plan. His life is not a coincidence, rather, it is a component of the Creator's complicated and sacred plan. From his early years to his global travels, he is being molded to serve as God's tool in these times. This has nothing to do with prestige, honor, or power. It all comes down to staying true to the gospel's mission. It has nothing to do with the position, as he stated in an interview. It has to do with the mission. Cardinal Tagle is undoubtedly one of the most exceptional leaders of our time, regardless of what the future holds. His wisdom, modesty, and kindness instill fresh hope in the